What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We are the Distorted Theorists, and we are here today to talk about, I don't know why I'm doing that, the new trailer for Season 2 of Lord of the Rings.
From San Diego Comic-Con. You love saying that.
From Amazon Prime, from San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, man.
A property of me. The title just keeps on going.
They totally dropped like a almost 4-minute trailer at San Diego Comic-Con. So you know we had to jump on it. But before we do, as always, if you want to support the channel, and we do appreciate it if you would help us grow by hitting that subscribe button, hit that like button. And I, for sure, am going to need some comments down below because I have not seen Season 1. Now, I know you have.
I have.
But I got questions because this one seems to be with the trailers we've seen.
Probably will not be able to
with the trailers we've seen, it seems like the big reveal of Season 2 is Sauron, who he is, and
yeah, so at the
does he
very
walk
end,
among us?
The lead up that was through Season 1, there were many lead ups. I mean, we've got Elrond, we've got Celebrimbor, we've got Galadriel, and we've got, well, actually, there's a couple of other people. We've got the Stranger. I think they call him the Stranger, who everyone was thinking it's going to be Gandalf, or no, he's going to be Sauron. Oh no, he's going to be Saruman. I don't know who the hell he's going to be, but he's going to be important in some way, shape, or form. But then there was a character who made through who eventually did become Sauron.
Okay.
It's a spoiler. If you're getting ready for the second season, you're going to understand who it is. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but he's around.
But it seems like this is a show that has been and so far has been, I should say, shrouded in mystery, and it seems to hold through.
It's shrouded in mystery because, again, and I know people are going to come for me for saying this.
Please do.
Lord of the Rings lore is not as ingrained in popular culture as many other properties right now. It is the Tolkien lore is there. It is hard to get into, in my opinion, because it's like Game of Thrones. Like there's name. Is this person important?
I agree with that.
No. So there's a ton of this stuff that's in there, and from what I understand, kind of like what Peter Jackson did with the Lord of the Rings trilogy and the Hobbit trilogy, is that there's characters that are doing things that aren't supposed to be done because this person did it, but then this, it's a whole thing.
It's a web we weave.
It's a web that is, it's a tangled web that has been webbed.
Let's try to deduce some of this, and we'll get into the trailer for Season 2 of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power
On
from
Amazon Prime.
From San Diego Comic-Con right now.
An elevator.
Sauron
See?
sees
There you go.
himself as
There's your
master
answer.
of all Middle-earth.
Is this him?
Yeah.
Okay.
He seeks to rule it not only through conquest,
See. And look,
but by
rings.
bending the minds of all its peoples to his own.
I keep commenting on the budget that's in this, though, eh?
And for that he needs not armies,
No!
but rings.
It's calling her.
In choosing to wear those rings, you have all become his collaborators.
So they're
I know you
aware
believe
of
this ring is deceiving me,
his deceit.
but I believe it is guiding me.
All this may be by
That brings
his
back some
design.
memories.
That
These
was
rings
what
may
I
be how he
believe.
attains power. They must be destroyed.
We will discuss the rings once you have answered the question.
But they were all of them
Who
deceived.
is this man?
He is no man.
Oh, that was badass.
So this is cool.
Oh.
He deceived me. He is Sauron.
Forges. Oh, so that's.
A sharer of gifts.
Oh, see, this is how he does it.
Share
Our
of
work
gifts.
begins now.
So he takes another form. I wonder if we'll get to see any more to Mordor.
I have walked across mountains and deserts to help my friend
See,
find his
there's the
destiny.
stranger.
One the fate of the world may depend on.
Is it my task to stop the fire?
Okay.
Is it my task to face
Oh, he's
Sauron?
actually talking a lot more.
To try and cheat death?
Jesus. Palantir.
might lead to
There.
Balrog?
catastrophe.
Nice. Oh,
Father,
But they were
Take
all
off the ring.
lieutenants of Morgoth.
yeah, they were all
Sure.
totally.
Man,
So
August
we're a
29th.
month out. We're a month out.
I'm afraid.
Every soul in Middle
Darkness
Earth
will
is
bind
in
them.
peril.
Right.
Will you abandon them to their doom?
God, I love the accents.
No, what have you
Like, I
done
know
to
it's
me?
all England.
leave Sauron to me.
Oh,
Promise me, Elrond. You will not stop until he is destroyed.
Forgiveness.
Oh!
age.
that wasn't Gandalf, was it?
I don't know.
I need your axe, old friend.
Axe.
With me.
Oh, I remember those.
friends!
Oh!
When the darkness falls, there are always some
That looks like a big. Oh, gross.
and shine.
Eagles.
Oh, that looks like a huge fight scene.
You will give me the 9.
Give me the 9. That's the men. 9 to men. The 9? So
I'm interpreting many things from this trailer.
there's a lot of things going on. Now again, I'm not as deep-seated in the lore, the Tolkien lore, but I remember enough from the first, like I remember like Durin is there, but the Balrog that is in that's by the Bridge of Khazad-dûm,
Right.
which is the Mines of Moria.
Right.
His name, its name, their name. I mean, it is in the third age. We have to, or the second age. I don't know. That's Durin's bane, and that was Durin. So is the Balrog gonna go like?
That's deep lore, though.
See, and I
Right.
know a bit of that, and I know someone out there because you and I have talked before. You destroyed me with some of this knowledge before, but like I want to learn this stuff.
Yeah.
I do. So educate me.
Well, this
please.
is the thing, and this is why we ask people to comment. We don't ask for comments for confrontation or whatever. We're literally trying to fill the gaps and learn where our vast movie knowledge, TV series knowledge, does come to a halt at some points, and we do need that little push and shove to get the rest of the information.
I'm so bored already.
It seems it seems like Soren in this season is putting a heavy push on collecting the rings, and maybe
he's not collecting the rings because they were made. He made the rings. There was 9 to men, 5 to the dwarves, 3 to the elves, I think, or there's 7 to men. I can't remember.
there was kings in there too somewhere.
Well, they're the men.
That's
the men.
okay.
So it went to the
sorry.
kings, and that was when they became the ring race because they were the most that were corruptible by power. So then they basically.
So do you think this
never
might
died.
be leading into the ring race becoming?
Well, no, I don't know because that doesn't happen for a few years at least. But you saw where Galadriel's like, I believe he's showing me the way. So is she fully aware that he's Sauron, or is that I am the bearer of gifts? Because then once the power is in
keep
there,
going.
that's when he makes the one ring.
Okay, so to clarify, and this is where my knowledge goes. I read Lord of the Rings in high school. That's what got me on the path, and then I read The Hobbit, which I know is a little backwards. But then, of course, that's when I got into the movies, loved those, watched the Hobbit movies and all that stuff. So my knowledge mostly goes around the one ring. Well, it goes around the one ring. So is the one ring even present at all in this?
It's the last ring that's made. I don't know if we're getting to that because these were rings of power. And it's clear that there's deception. Like, it's like, but I don't know if that's that he can control because he is a servant of Morgoth, who was the first big baddie.
So these rings, and this is where I need to be educated either by you or someone in the comment section. Does each ring now even have a power? Is it the same? Like
something in terms of like, I believe Galadriel's ring does one thing and one of the other elven rings does something too.
Okay.
Like it's, I don't know if it's like the big thing that you find in an RPG, like the Skyrim ring. I don't know. It's the ring of vast strength or shock or something. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
But there is something about it. But each of these people have their own thing too.
Oh, okay.
So we saw in the first season that Durin's father was mining, and I think that's when they were finding mithril.
Okay.
But he's close friends with Elrond, so he was trying to figure it out, but the father was hiding it. It's a.
I thought I'd seen in the trailer, maybe I'm way off, but and again, I'm going by my knowledge. I thought someone had, is it Sting? The little sword?
Potentially, because I don't know when Sting was made, because that could just be.
It looked like the shape of it from the movies that I'm familiar with. So,
but
again, we seen like a very non-gray beard, what looked to be wizard. Don't know if that's Gandalf. Let us know.
But they're the form of some kind of angels, because they're like fallen angels. Like they're the Valar, the Maiar, something along those lines. We saw in the first season as well, which is going to contribute to, I believe, part of the second season. I can't remember what happened to it. I'm sorry. Numenor, which was part of, it was like not a mythical land, but it's gone by the time we see it in like, it's a whole
Where do you get this information from? What is bouncing around up there?
This is so deep with different things, and it's all part. Do you know what a lot of this came from? The special features in the extended appendices of the extended editions of the Lord of the Rings
The
movies.
18-hour-long one.
Yes, because they talk about the art, and this is why the dragon does this, and this is what the ring
someone
wears,
basically took that and interpreted into now what we're getting as an Amazon Prime show.
No, what this is done is from the appendices, and I believe part of the Silmarillion. Come for me in the comments.
No, let us know.
But there's part of this is stuff that is from Tolkien's estate. I'm sure there is some creative. I want to say creative assembly, but that's a video game company. Some creative
input
or
yeah.
Je ne sais quoi. And they're doing something a little bit creative liberties that they're taking with this to kind of go along. Samuel Stern to go with. You'll remember that from an earlier video. And I don't know. So like someone who you're out there, who watched the first season, who was like, oh, I don't like that because. Was it because it was something that was changed from the books? Because was it done for, maybe it didn't translate to the screen well and it's done this way? I don't know.
And you're always going to have that. I mean, from literature to the big screen, people have been timelessly coming for movies because they don't stay as strict or adhere to the literature that came before it. As where someone like me who didn't read all the literature, takes it for face value as a really cool movie with really cool special effects, or in this case, a really cool series with a big budget. That makes me see all this stuff, and being in that magical realm makes me just, thirst to watch it.
You want to explore it more.
Yeah. And unfortunately, life has just been, I've been handling other shows while you've been handling this one. But I do want to circle back at some point and watch it maybe when it's in its entirety.
And I knew with the first season that it wasn't going to end with the first season. But I don't know if the second season is it, or if they have a third season. Because I don't think this has the longevity. I'm sure they could figure out a way to do it, but I don't think they plan for this to be like 6 seasons in a movie. I don't think they're looking to do it that way. So I don't know, is this going to end with the forging of the one ring and then clink, and then it just goes...
That would be pretty cool, though.
Like, it just go right into that. I don't know. Are we going to get to a point where we're going to see a bigger part of Smeagol fight? I know it's not part of this. It's like thousands of years after the fact.
Right. But you never know. We could get some...
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, is season 2, that's it? Or is there a season 3 planned? I'm going to go, obviously, on Google directly after I finish this to find out there's going to be a season 3. But there's a ton in this to unpack. I can't get into it anymore because we were running long in the tooth. We saw Palantirs, and I saw that cool fracture thing. That's another whatever. I'm sure there'll be another trailer. If not, we'll get to see it.
Maybe there'll be
the Rings of Power Season 2, Lord of the Rings, Tolkien, San Diego Comic-Con, August 29th. Take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever want to see a part 2 of this video, because I think that's what it's going to take to get him to get all the information out, as always, if you want to support the channel, we do appreciate it. If you would just take a second to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and leave us a comment down below telling Peter how wrong he truly may be. And with that, I am the real Jussy.
I am clearly wrong. Come for me in the comments. And like we say around here, keep
it real.